Imagine you're just seated down, you're relaxing, and you receive a note from a colleague thanking you for helping them with a project they were working on. How would it make you feel? How would you feel from receiving that thank you note?
Gratitude Thursdays. Maria on the mic. Yo, yo. Gratitude galore. That is how we roll. Yo, 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 yo. Grateful for all, even when it's small. Yo, 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 yo. Blessings some more. Gratitude in store. Yo, 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 yo. Gratitude galore. Welcome aboard. Yo, yo. Welcome aboard.
Hey, hey, what's up, gratitude buddies? It's a girl, Maria, back with another episode. And if you're new, this is the Gratitude Galore podcast, where we encourage one another slowly and progressively to apply gratitude to deal with daily challenges. I'm so glad you could tune in. And today's episode is quite interesting as we'll be exploring one of the interventions that people use to integrate gratitude into their lives. And this intervention is thank you notes. If you've never heard about thank you notes, they are basically notes that someone gives to someone who has helped them in the past, who has given them a gift, who has helped them with a service, or given them an opportunity. And in this fast paced world, in this digital world, I think thank you notes may seem outdated because mainly we communicate through email, through text messages. It's very rare for someone to write something down and give it to us. They'd rather do it through text. And today in this episode, we are reviving back thank you notes because they are very beneficial. They're very important for our gratitude journey, and I think they are important in expressing gratitude for those around us, for the people who have helped us in our journey since childhood until now. And giving them thank you notes makes just makes our appreciation louder. It's like an action showing we appreciate them. And today we'll be focusing on the benefits of thank you notes, the tips for writing thank you notes, and we'll conclude with an activity where we'll be which will help us integrate gratitude into our lives. And without further ado, let's get right into the benefits of thank you notes. So the first benefit is that it strengthens relationships. Now picture this: you're uh, you're just relaxing, and your annoying sister or your annoying sibling. Let me not specify. Your annoying sibling comes and gives you a note telling you, "Thank you for helping me with my homework yesterday." How would that make you feel? And I think for me, it will make me feel so happy and connected to my siblings because I'll see, oh, they appreciate what I do for them. They actually notice what I do for them because in my mind, maybe I'm like, oh, my sister is so annoying, my brother is so annoying. But when you receive that note from them, it might make us change our mindset because it makes us feel, oh, so my sibling has feelings. Yeah, so it helps with strengthening relationships. It makes us appreciate the people around us and realize that the people around us they actually appreciate us. They actually value the things that we do for them. So writing thank you notes will help strengthen our relationship with our relatives, with anyone you give that thank you note. Because imagine you receive the thank you note, it will make you happy. So the other person will also feel happy when they receive the thank you note. And now the second benefit of writing thank you note is that they spread happiness. Like that's obvious. If I receive a note of a friend telling me, "Oh, thank you for your support, thank you for doing this, and this," I'll be so happy. I'll be like, "Oh, they like, oh, they remembered, like they appreciate it." It just helps. Like imagine. I want you to try this out. If you have let's say, a friend who is always grumpy, who you feel like you don't get along well, how about you write them a thank you note and see how happy they will turn? I just want you to experiment and see if it's true. To see if this benefit is true. So try it out and let me know. Let me know how it turns out. And the third benefit of thank you notes is that they help in building trust and loyalty. And this is in personal and professional relationships. Because imagine if you're in an office setting and then your boss just slips you a thank you note for delivering a project on time or doing good job on a proposal you are supposed to deliver. How would that make you feel? Oh, feel like my boss has noticed me. Wow. Now I'll put more effort in my work. I'll be more punctual. I'll deliver better. Like it motivates us, and you'll be more loyal to the boss because you'll be like, ah, this boss is a nice person. He actually notices my effort. So in the long run, there'll be that trust, that loyalty built, because the thank you note has made you realize that actually this person trusts me. They believe in me. They acknowledge all that I do for this company. And it just helps us coexist more. And the final benefit of thank you notes is that they help us to cultivate gratitude. Because think about it, when you give someone a thank you note, you're actually telling them thank you, and you're basically practicing gratitude. So the more thank you notes you give, or the more frequently you give that one person thank you note, the more we are learning to be grateful, the more we are cultivating that gratitude mindset, and the more notes we give, the more gratitude we apply. But we should make sure that the notes are genuine, that we are not forcing ourselves. Because if we are forcing ourselves, then we'll not learn to be grateful. We'll learn to force ourselves to be grateful. We'll learn toxic gratitude, which we discussed in episode 14, and which is not the way we want to go. Yeah. So, buddies, the benefits, let's just go through them because next we're going to the tips. We go through the benefits. The benefits of thank you notes is that they strengthen relationships, they spread happiness, they build trust and loyalty, and they help us to cultivate gratitude. Now, on to the tips. We've all, yeah, they're beneficial, yeah, but there are specific tips that we need to follow to ensure that our gratitude notes are the best or they deliver the intended message. And the first tip is be specific. When you're writing a thank you note, let us make sure we are specific of what we are thanking the person for. For instance, if I'm thanking my mom for her support, I should be specific. How has she supported me? I can write, I thank you, mom, for that time you sent me 2000 bob when I was broke. It really meant a lot to me. So when we are more specific, we are becomes more genuine. Because I might just say thanks, mom, for your support, just for the sake. But if I'm more specific, it will make more sense. And the second tip that we can apply to ensure that to when writing thank you notes is personalization. Like we personalize the message. We include some memories, some good times to make sure that it's just specific. I think it's personalized. Like we don't make it just general. Like for thank you. I thank you, mom, and my aunties for doing this. Nah, be specific and personalize the message to your mom. Don't make it a general message. We should not make it a general message. And now, the third tip that you can apply is time. We time the thank you note. And this is specifically true if we are thanking someone for a gift, for a service, or for an opportunity. So if someone has given me a gift, I should ensure that I send the thank you note as soon as possible within a week or so. Because if I say, then maybe it might not make sense. But I feel like if we've forgotten, if we've in the past we've not been timely with our thank you notes, we should just take it as a lesson. We shouldn't really be harsh on ourselves and say, "Well, I've been sending thank you notes at the wrong timing when 1 year later." No, we can just be kind with ourselves and just give ourselves time and understand that we can rectify it in the future. So next time someone gives us a gift, we'll send the thank you note as soon as possible. And now the final tip that you can apply when writing thank you notes is yes, yes, handwritten. Make it as handwritten as possible. So if we are in, we as in, I think handwritten notes are more personal. They're more genuine. They really connect you with the person who sent them because they're basically seeing their handwriting, the effort they put into writing that thank you note. So it makes it genuine, and we are likely to appreciate it. And it doesn't matter if you're writing, like, it doesn't mean that if someone is far, you can't send a handwritten thank you note. You can just write it down, take a picture, and send it to them, and it will make it more personal rather than just sending a text, "Thanks for doing this for me." And yeah, that's basically it. So the first tips that we've discussed that you can use when writing thank you notes is being specific, personalization, being timely, and writing the message. And now to the activity of the week. And before we even get to the activity, I want to confess that I've never written nor received a thank you note. And that is what motivated me into this activity, because I'm excited to write one to someone to make someone feel special. And that's the focus of this week's activity. We'll be writing a thank you note. It can be to anyone who has impacted you in your life. And if you really can't find anyone, you can also write it to yourself and just appreciate yourself for all the things that you've done for yourself, all the support you've given to yourself. And next week I'll read. You can just write one. No need to write to many people. Yeah, you can just write one. Next week I'll try and read my thank you note. I'll take a picture of it, or I'll come with it. But no, I can't come with it. No, I can't give it. Okay, I'll actually take a picture and share it with you of my thank you note. And now, and we can learn to apply it more. So, buddies, that's it for today's episode. I'm so glad you could tune in until the end. And if you enjoyed the contents of this episode, make sure you click the thumbs up and subscribe. So I wish you have a lovely week filled with love and gratitude. And until next week, gratitude, buddies. Bye bye.